poppin'? It's your girl Monét, and you're watching The Exchange Rate, the show where money puns aren't just funny, they make sense. That's a really good joke. Y'all hear this together. You know what's even more annoying than finally calling your mom back after dodging her phone calls for over a week? Group texts. Fucking group texts. We're all guilty of hating them, but we're also guilty of starting 1 or 2 or 14 of our own never-ending meme-infested stand-up special variety hours. No, Rachel, your grumpy cat joke is not hilarious, it's stupid. And that's the problem. Group chats violate all basic text etiquette. They have too many questions, they be having strangers all up in them, and just when you think you've caught up, surprise, here are 30 more unread messages that are saying absolutely nothing. Now, I would say to call me, but I don't like that either. Thank you, Larry. We have a fantastic show for you this week. We've got the very talented K. Michelle here to talk all about you. Which is fitting because last weekend was music's biggest night at the Grammys, and I have a lot to say, and we gotta talk about it. Amen? Amen. Let's get into the gig. Hit it! You guys like this moment? Right? I feel very love and hip hop. Oh, yes. This isn't Real Housewives. This is more love and hip hop. Like, you know, no shade, but the Real Housewives ladies are a little on the mature side of things. That don't ooh and ah. That's just a fact. You know, they're women who are married. They're like in their early 30s, where the love and hip hop girls are a little more fabulous. You know, like Omarion. No, Lil Fizz, baby mama. Gotta say, I would be his baby mama, okay, girl? Lil Fizz is still so beautiful. Do y'all agree? You don't think so? He okay? Okay, so who was your main B2K boy? I can't say that. I have somebody. You can still look. Are your eyes broken? You can still look. Well, at times they are. I made choices. Moving on. Thank you so much. Well, you know who also made choices, some really good choices last year, is apparently Miss Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish tore it up at the Grammys this year. Look at her. I have to say, what is with the green? Is her thing about being green? Yeah, it's like slime. It's a very Monique Hart goop. This is the goopery. She is the first female artist to win the Big Four at the Grammys. She won like the top 4 awards. She's the first female artist in history to ever do that. And she even had that moment. Did y'all see it? It came out today where it was like, I think like the last one, like the 4th of the 4 that she won. And she's like, please don't be me, and that just speaks to how humble she is. Because honestly, it's a lot of attention. You know, the whole world is looking at you. And of course, you know, Twitter is slamming her saying, we don't like your music, you're shit, and this, and that, and the other. But bitch, who is laughing now? Okay, girl? She has her 4 Grammys, and she tore it up at the Grammys. So congratulations, Miss Billie Eilish. I have to say, before this weekend, I didn't know much about Miss Billie Eilish, but I'm gonna listen now. I'm gonna go up on, not Spotify, I don't pay for that. But I would go up on my free Apple Music and listen to some Billie Eilish. I'm a bad. Okay. And if I was really examining this past year in music, no shade, my Big Four winner would have been Lizzo. I mean, Lizzo has had an amazing year. This outfit, by the way, did y'all see this when black girls do nude illusion, it's very tricky. Lizzo nailed it. She's giving you perfect nude illusion to her skin. She looks beautiful. And maybe I've not been paying attention, but I feel like she made like 4 costume changes. She came in the white gown. She performed in that beautiful black starry night look. Then she did the bodysuit, and then she wore this when she was sitting down in the audience. She won 3 awards, and she beat Billie Eilish for Best Pop Solo. I'm not sure which one it was because, you know, I didn't have the bandwidth to go that deep into the fantasy. But she beat Billie Eilish on the song. I'm gonna guess and say maybe Truth Hurts. Bridget, so Bridget is the lady in my ear. Bridget, is that right? Okay, Truth Hurts. You're Truth Hurts. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. I don't know where you are, but thank you, girl. Yeah, she beat Bridget. And Lizzo has had an amazing year. And honestly, she has given us some of the best performances at award shows that we've seen in a long time. When she did the Wedding Fantasy, she did Joyful. She's really turning it out. So congratulations, Miss Lizzo, and you better do it, girl. I remember when we first started the show this past summer, I wanted to have her as a guest here. Could you imagine if Lizzo was a guest before everything went popping off? I mean, that was probably impossible to get her. But Lizzo, if you happen to watch this, if this come across your feed, you and Sasha the Flute come on the exchange rate, okay? I just want a picture of me holding the flute and twerking. I'm like. And another person who had an amazing year, the big three at the Grammys, was Lil Nas X. Now, this look, y'all know I'm getting her recreated in a drag version because he looks so good. He's also so skinny, girl. I mean, we would look crazy. We'll give you Maury Couple Realness, all right? But he won Best Pop Duo Performance and Best Music Video. I've not seen the video, but I imagine it was great. I mean, look at the style. I think that he's a fierce man. He won 2 awards, and he looks cute. Do we agree? Do we like the look? I'm trying to see if there's anything I would change. No, I wouldn't change. I think he looks great. Looks really, really, really cute. And we can't talk about the Grammys without touching on a really sad event that happened. We all know Kobe Bryant and his daughter lost their lives in that really, really, really super tragic helicopter incident. But you know, people all over the world, all over the internet, everyone is really showing how much of an influencer he was and how great of a human being he was. And Alicia Keys opened up the Grammys with a really, really, really beautiful rendition of So Hard to Say Goodbye with Boyz II Men and Mr. Wanya. Okay, if you're a millennial and you know who Wanya is, make some noise. 2 people. Okay, if does anyone in here know who Wanya was besides those 2 people? Make some noise if you know that, yeah? If you have no idea who Wanya is, make some noise. David, you know who Wanya is. You're old.
He's one of the members of Boyz II Men, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I know Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
I don't know their individual names, but they were everything.
Oh, they were so good. Now, Alicia Keys, she sounded great. I mean, we haven't seen Alicia perform in a while. She performed at something recently with somebody, and she was good, but this was amazing. She sounded beautiful. It was a nice, clean performance. She was good. She was good. Let's move along before I say something rude and shady. No. Listen, until we are got the big time, we got to take our guests when they come, okay? The last thing I want is Alicia want to be a guest, and she sees these clips, she's like, fuck Monet. So we go. And Tyler, the Creator, was another big moment. Now, Tyler, the Creator, I don't know much about Tyler. I used to see him on Ridiculousness on that show on MTV with Rob Dyrdek, and that's where I would see him. But first of all, this is a very cute runway look, red carpet look. And he had some very, very interesting words to say. Can we show the clip?
It sucks that whenever and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category, which is, and I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me. So when I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Why can't it just, you know what I mean? So I felt like half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment.
Those are some really strong words. Do you agree? And I mean, to be honest, when you think of the urban categories at lots of these award shows, they are riddled with people of color. But he's right. Why can't they not just be in the pop genre? Granted, to me, his music sounds like pop. It doesn't really sound like hip hop or whatever they're saying. And I guess the lines in music are so blurred. Like, who knows what is definitively pop, what is definitively R&B? But I think that to me, he's an artist that could be pop. He's not. Even some of Kanye's music could be pop. So I feel like maybe this is opening up the conversation for 2020 and where we're moving with music, and even with gender identities, everything, that we should maybe make musical genres more inclusive and just, I don't know. I don't know if that's being too nitpicky. What do you think, David?
Well, this isn't the first time that the Grammys have been accused of being very like boys club. A couple years ago, it was Grammy So Male, and then the CEO of the Grammys said literally on like the air that the women need to step it up.
Yeah.
That was his last year. And
yeah, he got fired, and then they hired the woman.
They hired a woman. Her name was Deborah Dugan.
Debbie Dugan.
Very, very like impressive resume. She worked with EMI.
She looked like a Debbie,
Disney.
don't she?
She wanted to come in. She actually produced this show, which is, I thought it was
this past Grammy, she produced this past Grammys?
One of the best,
okay.
ever.
It was a really
And
good Grammy.
they fired her a couple of weeks ago because she actually wanted to make real change there. So.
Yeah, and she was like a little whistleblower over there. She was saying that the nomination process, like the voting process, she was like, it's all rigged. So she was over this, she looked like she was by the water cooler, like, girl, let me tell you.
I mean, she's literally the CEO of the Grammys.
The
her,
CEO is saying it, like, she's like, the call's coming from inside the house, y'all. Like, it's a mess in here.
Yeah.
So I'm down with Debbie. Hopefully Debbie can, I hope she just becomes a rogue agent and start spilling all the tea, girl, from like years back. Can you imagine years ago? She starts spilling all the tea. So yeah, Debbie, good work. And I'm sorry to get fired, and they're shady, and we love you, Debbie. We don't know you, but we love you, Debbie.
Let's get her on the show.
Yeah, I would love that. But yeah, so, and also, and even when Tyler got his nomination, like when he found out he was nominated for his award, he tweeted, I guess. So, I know. So he clearly has no reference for the Grammys, and I kind of just giving like a big middle finger to the whole establishment, like fuck you, which is really fierce to me. And yeah, work. Thank you. The last one I want to talk about is Miss Demi Lovato. Now, Demi Lovato, she has had a very trying past couple years. You know, she was sober for a really long time. She talked about it in her documentary on YouTube. And she recently had a relapse, and she used this moment at the Grammys to reignite her career and kind of get things straight. And she performed the song Anyone, and it was really heartfelt. It was super, 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 super duper emotional. She started singing the song, and in like the first bar, the pianist had to stop, and they had to start over from the beginning because she started to cry. Yeah. I can't even talk when I'm crying, okay? Like when my mommy said, I was like, yes, I do. Like that's me when I cry. You know, so I can't even imagine.
You sound like Toni Braxton when she said.
Who do you think I am? You know what I mean? So it's hard to sing when you're crying. So I mean, I think that kudos to her for even trying to sing. I mean, not just like boohoo, all her eyes are misty, like tears are streaming down her face. And so she started over, and she sounded beautiful. It was a beautiful ballad that she wrote 4 days before she relapsed, and she was saying like this, like she was saying this was her cry out for help. And but she performed this. It was beautiful, and the song was released online. It was released on everything. And kudos to Demi for taking that moment and owning her relapse, but coming out on top. You know what I mean? That's all we can only hope for. You know. Yeah, it was very like American Idol, you know what I mean? They're like, go home, and they're like, no, sing. It's like, what do you do? But she looked beautiful, and I love them. Her last album to me was everything. Tell Me You Love Me with I'm Sorry, You're Not Sorry, and all. It's a great album. And her outfit is cute too. Yeah. Some other outfits were not cute. This one was okay. Lana Del Rey, did y'all see her look? Well, okay, but here's the thing. Do you know where the dress is from? It is from the mall. It's from Dillard's at the mall. In true Lana Del Rey, my pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola fashion. She got it from the mall. But which is a good point, because if I was to see this, I would be like, if someone said this was Gucci or Givenchy, I'd be like, work, I can see that. But the fact that she just went to Dillard's and got this, I mean, have you been to Dillard's? This dress is maybe $30, okay? Maybe. What, Bridget? Oh. It's $500. Okay, well, to be fair, 30% is 5% of 500, so close. No, so it's $500. She looks cute, but that's Lana's whole vibe. She's very anti-establishment too. And another big Grammy talk about was Billy Porter. Now, I have a lot of thoughts about Billy Porter's look. This hat is everything. Can we agree the hat is everything? The hat is beautiful. The makeup. Billy is a queer icon from back in the day, ever since Beauty School Dropout, ever since the 70s, 80s, he's been an icon. But I'm like, you can afford, pay me $150, I will come and beat that mug, okay? Pay me $150, I will come over to your apartment, he live in Chelsea. I would pay my own Uber to do it too, okay? And so the makeup is always a miss to me, and the outfit is a little weird, but the hat was everything. Can we play this meme that's going around everywhere? It's my favorite moment. Look at this shit.
It's the hat that launched it.
His mind, I'm obsessed. And also, in my mind, like he's standing on the red carpet and he has his clutch and he has his finger on the button, like moving the curtain. But no, it was his stylist who was standing behind the camera that was like, pull the lever!
He's got that Ring app on his phone, bro.
The button, and the thing, which is so, this is gonna be a meme for the next decade, all right, girl? This is so, until memes die, this meme is gonna live forever. It's so good. Did you like this look, David?
I think it's fun. It kind of looks like from here up, like it's the Queen Elizabeth wearing a lampshade. That is her jacket. Tell me that is not her jacket.
It is. This is very Queen Elizabeth.
She lent that to him.
This is Queen Elizabeth on a Saturday night, going to the Roxbury, living her life, girl.
The Queen has arrived.
It's very Queen. Oh, someone needs to make like a Queen Meghan Markle. There's a Meghan Markle meme right here, okay? Like, when Meghan and Harry show up to Thanksgiving.
It's going to be the other way.
Oh, it's going, oh, reverse. You're hired. I like that. Oh, Billy Porter. So that was the Grammys. The Grammys is a good year for the Grammys, yeah. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about is RuPaul. RuPaul's gonna be on SNL. Mama Ru is gonna be on SNL, and it's not his first time. He made a cameo in 1993, show the picture, with Charles Barkley. I almost said Gnarls Barkley. Charles Barkley. And do y'all recognize who this is? No, not Taj Mowry, girl. He said, not Sister Boy. This is Muggsy Bogues. If anyone watched Space Jam, he was like the little, Muggsy Bogues, that's him. And Kurt Cobain over here. So this was probably, I want to like go, if this episode is somewhere, I want to watch it. It's probably a really funny episode. But he's going to be on there, and I think it's a big step for SNL. He's there to promo Agent the Queen, of course, and they're just making SNL more inclusive. They have, Kate McKinnon, who's a queer woman. You have Bowen Yang, who's another queer gentleman. And now you have RuPaul hosting the whole thing. It's going to be so good. I want to know if it's going to be in drag. If you think Ru's going to do it in drag, make some noise. If you think absolutely not, make some noise. I mean, he can't even show it to the Met Gala in drag, girl. He ain't showing it to SNL. My thing is that he might pre-tape something and they'll show it in one of the sketches, but he is not showing it to SNL in drag. Raven has said, she's like said it on podcasts and stuff, it takes her like 6 hours to get Ru in drag. Because Ru isn't like a sit down, paint me, let's do it. He's like, let's paint a little bit. Now let's talk about this. And then paint me some more. Let's go have some, he likes to space it out. So it'll take a really long time. And to be honest, he's RuPaul. He doesn't fucking need to be in drag. Even though we all want it, RuPaul is just sitting at his house with his coffee like this, okay? And we're all gonna drink the Kool-Aid. Woo! Next up, I sat down with the author and BDSM aficionado, Lindsay Gold, to talk all about her book, Bow Down, Lessons from Dominatrixes on How to Get Everything You Want. Everything? You got my attention, bitch. Check out this week's Expert Opinions.
Hey, I'm Lindsay Gold. I'm the author of Bow Down, Lessons from Dominatrixes on How to Get Everything You Want. And I'm the host of Spend Podcast.
Ooh! Well, Lindsay, I have to tell you, I'm very excited about today's Expert Opinions.
Thank you for having me.
So what exactly is BDSM? What is BDSM? What does it stand for? What does it mean?
Okay, so BDSM stands for bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism.
Got it.
So those are what people think of when they think of BDSM and kink. Yes. So the book is not really so much for truly kinky people. People who are very kinky might find the book to be a little basic for them. It's more for this book is more for the kink curious. For people
curious.
Yes.
I like that. Kink
yeah,
curious.
It's for people who want to, maybe want to look at their life a little differently. Maybe want to figure out how they can have a phase 2 in a way where they are starting to ask for what they want. So it's for people who are just looking to maybe shake things up a little bit.
Sex makes the world go round, as does money, and you are an expert in both of those things.
I like to think so.
Now, tell me, how did you make the crossover of BDSM and a financial expert? How did those two worlds coincide?
I don't know. I have kind of a dark side. I'm a money writer, but I have a journalism background. I've worked in breaking news. And I just wanted to talk to some really interesting people who know power from a different angle. I didn't really want to talk to CEOs. I wanted to talk to some really cool people, and that's what gave me the idea for the book. So I went and I reached out to some of the doms that just did the work, and I went all in. I spent a lot of time, went into dungeons. I had one of the doms.
Really?
Oh, sure.
It was just you interviewing these people, not you experiencing a session yourself.
Well, I did have one session.
Did you?
Yes, so that was, so I had a session, I did the whole thing. She said, what do you want to do? I hadn't thought about that before, and it's in the book. It blew my mind. It was so much fun. I never thought about the idea of having a non-reciprocal sensual experience. As a woman, we always feel like, what, your turn next, or is everyone having a good time? It kind of blew my mind, and it was just so much fun. And I love the idea that when you agree on something beforehand, when you know what's going to happen, you don't have to worry about what's going to happen because you've agreed on it, and you're going to have a great time.
Now, at the end of the book, you have a kink quiz.
I do.
And talk to us about this kink quiz. I want to take it.
Okay. I used to work in women's magazines many years ago. Yeah. To me, it's not a sex book if it's not a sex quiz.
Okay, darling, it's just you and me tonight. Let's A, see if some friends want to come over for dinner and drinks. B, have some alone time, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. C, break out the toys and get freaky. Or D, see if some friends want to come over and get out the webcam. I want to say I'm B and a half.
Right.
I'm like, let's have our time and let's maybe bring out a toy, not the toys.
Okay, so you're a BC.
You know, I'm like a B, BC. Don't look in my underwear drawer. That's where I keep my A, underwear, B, vibrator, C, vibrator plus a few other things, D, vibrator, sex toys, rope, restraints, ball gags. Wait, that's 2 drawers. I'm definitely underwear. I mean, I live alone. My fucking...
Well, limited drawer space. It is New York.
Oh, it is New York.
Yeah.
That's why I keep mine in storage.
I understand.
Yeah, you know,
I
because
understand.
it can be very big. Lindsay, thank you so much for being here and enlightening my sexualness. I have to be honest, I was very nervous about the BDSM thing. It just seems a little scary to me, but this definitely speaks to the power that can be in a BDSM woke situation, and I definitely like it.
It's just a really nice book. I'm a really nice person. It's just for everyone. My mom read it, you know. It's don't be intimidated. It's a nice book for nice people.
Yes, I love that. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Our next guest is a singer, songwriter, and reality show star who rocked the Soul Train Awards last year with her insane performance of The Rain. Here to talk about her 5th studio album, All Monsters Are Human, please welcome K. Michelle! K. Michelle is in the house. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy that you are here.
The energy is amazing in here.
Thank you. I feel like you're like Southern charm because I know that you're from Tennessee.
Yes, I am.
And you give me like very Southern lady, Southern.
Thank you.
Southern Belle.
I don't hit bitches no more. I've grown up.
Have you ever done any of those like Southern pageants? I feel like all.
How did you know that?
Did you really?
I used to do the Miss America preliminaries.
Shut up.
My mother was determined, and I was determined to be a ratchet wild child, and she was determined that I was going to do it. I used to always win talent in the preliminaries.
I'm sure. Of course you did. Of course you did. What was your go-to song?
Oh, I was singing Sunday Kind of Love, Reba McEntire.
Oh. One of my favorite Reba songs is Fancy. Fancy gonna let me down.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you did that. Yeah.
And I didn't know that you are a FAMU grad.
Yes.
She went to FAMU, girl, with Tyrese went there too.
Yeah.
And you almost went to school for law.
Yeah, I got a law school.
Yeah, tell me that sharp turn, because you was like law school, loving hip hop. How?
You know what? Life, honey. Life. Like my parents were so big. My daddy's a college professor. Okay. And I was always just a wild child. So they were determined, like, you have to go to school. And if you don't graduate, we're cutting you off. So once I graduated, I had my son while I was in college. I still graduated in 4 years with the newborn. And yeah. And I said, okay. So I applied to law school, got in law school. And I just remember crying, like saying to my mom, this can't be life.
Wow.
And she was like, well, what do you think you go to school for? What are you going to do? And I was like, maybe marry in the NBA or something. But this isn't life. I don't want to go and do this. So everybody was against it.
Wow.
And I just said, whatever.
You see, listen, don't let people define your path, okay? Choose whatever path is right for you. Amen? I love that. I love that. And so now you did Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, New York, Hollywood. Where are you based now?
Nowhere. I'm supposed to do LA, but I no longer live in LA. I live in Miami, and I have to be in Nashville back and forth for the year for my country album.
Yeah.
So I really don't have time to really
mess with that BS.
No, you know what? I won't even call it that because, you know, a lot of people got to know me from that show. Mm-hmm. I'll take it as is, but, you know, you get to a certain point where it doesn't feel the same, it doesn't fit you, or, you know, you have to make some other decisions. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah. Love that.
Thank you.
And now on the show, you talked. You're very open about having a lot of work done and stuff.
Yeah.
But you also been open about having like implant sickness and how that's affected your life. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I know a lot of people out. It's 2020. It's more accessible. So more people want to do it. And you've been so good at just saying no.
Because I tell everything else. I don't think it's right that, you know, a lot of you guys' favorite celebrities call me about this situation. And to me, they're cowards. They sit in front of you guys and act like everything is okay and let you think that their bodies are just perfect and that's great and they're sick, you know, just like I was. But a lot of times I kind of, I just try to tell what it is. So now I'm producing my first show that I'm the actual producer of on Lifetime. And it is to help women get silicone out of their body from illegal injections. And I'll be helping 10 women to get it out of their bodies for free.
Oh, I love that. Because, you know, in the queer community, lots of our trans brothers and sisters, you know, I have friends personally who go to get backdoor procedures and then months, years later, whatever it is, like they're sick and they're always, it's you know, so I'm happy that you're helping people who are less fortunate to get that done. That's dope.
I get like these like messages all the time, like it's a lady, her husband made her get it, wanted her to have a bigger butt. He left her for another woman.
Oh.
She's a school teacher and she has a son and she's like, I don't want to die. You know, can you help me because I don't want to die? So I get at least, guys, I get about 20 emails a day of women begging me to help them get this out of their bodies.
See, that's when I would go with the stun gun. And I'm shocking you in your balls. You know, I want.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
You know, I need to. I've never been. I know this thing in our culture of snitching and things in the culture. I just knew that it wasn't legal when I did it. I was told though that it was something like hydrogel. I should have did my own research on the situation. I'm trying to tell women, but women are still going to this young man. And just when I went into the doctor for my checkup, it was a woman who had just got the shots putting her from the same guy, and she was 2 weeks. It took me 6 years to have any symptoms.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and she was already sick. So it's still going on, and I think I need to scare people straight. It's one thing to tell them, it's another thing to see a piece of fat laying on the table, you know, from having to be cut out of you. Like I have a big hole in me, like dent, like right here from it. I have 2 more reconstructive surgeries before I have a normal shape again.
Dang. Well, for what it's worth, you look sickening right now, okay?
Thank
you look fucking beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, what is it? Now, talk to me about your love life. I know that I know you don't like to talk about your love life. I just have a question. Idris Elba, I don't want to know any of the information.
Okay.
But,
I'm like, okay, let's go. We finna go.
I just want to know, were the goods right? Because in my mind, I have painted a picture of what I think. I just want to
You don't want me to hurt your feelings. I'm playing. That is a married man now, okay? I got one more Idris Elba song in me on this album. And I said, never again. No, it wasn't. He's just very passionate. It's a very passionate. It's great.
Passionate.
It's great head. It was great.
Great head.
That's what it's
okay,
about.
Good. All right.
It's like, you know, you like sleeping like with like, you know, he played Mandela. You know, so you know.
Listen, a man that gives good a man that gives good head is husband material for me, okay?
He's a good person too.
Good person.
I give him that. He's a good person.
Okay. And now music, you have this new album coming out.
Yeah.
Now, so this is not the country album.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're working on the country album now.
Yes, I am.
Talk about this because the title is so interesting. All monsters are human. What does that mean?
Because everybody calls everybody bad. Everybody's a villain. Everybody's this. Everybody's that.
Yeah.
The thing is, we play different roles in different people's lives. To this little boy, I'm a mother. I'm the best thing that ever happened. Yeah. But to the girl that I hit, I'm a villain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a monster. So we all have our flaws with us. We all have the good and the bad with us. And for me, R. Kelly being my mentor and me, living there and being there for so long, just to see, I see the bittersweet side of what's going on with him because he took me, I was being abused, and he saved my life.
Memphis.
Yeah,
Memphis,
he saved my life and took me from my abuser, and I went to this situation,
Yeah.
And for me, I didn't like everything that went on with Rob, but he was very big on my music with me. So that was my story. Your perception is your reality.
Yeah.
That's what it was. But to all the victims, I'll never take those stories because I know what it's like to have people take your story from you, because that happened.
Yeah. Well, for those who don't know, you were with Memphis, and Memphis was abusing you physically, emotionally, mentally, all that stuff. And R. Kelly kind of brought you from that situation to his situation, and he played your mentor. He helped you.
He told me to hear about him being an abuser. That's one thing that I never saw, and it kind of shattered me because he knew how big I was on abuse, because I was just getting out of that and I was so shook up about it. And he would be the one to be like, never let a man hit you. Don't you ever again let a man hit you. You have a gift. You do what you need to do. That's how he would talk to me.
Wow.
So to be invited maybe to do, to do the Surviving R. Kelly, I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I was wondering why, but maybe you could have given a different perspective.
I'll do it in my own way. I'll tell my own story. It's not going to be chopped and edited. Anything that I've said or how I feel, that story with me and R. Kelly is a whole situation. Yeah. So I would prefer for it to be told the right way when the timing is right. I don't have a heaven or hell to put that man in. So I'm not going to kick that man when he's already down. When he went and he saved my life.
Wow.
So
yeah, I mean, but maybe you can talk about it on your new reality show, Can We Show My Life? I mean, well, not new. You had 3 seasons. Are we gonna get a 4th one? Do you think?
Well, right now we're in the process of. I'm with GRB. They do intervention and everything. They've never stepped out to do a show like mine, but they contacted me. They want to do a country TV show, and it will trail the making of this country album that's about to come out.
I love that because we don't see. I can't think of any black female country artists who have ever been like a thing.
It's not, and that's really bad. Like there have been, 3 men. You have like Darius Rucker who had a #1, Charlie Pride, Ray Charles, but you don't see a black woman. The Clark sisters got the first gospel country. Yeah. They got a Grammy for that. But black women, no. Yeah. And it's really unfair. So I got a call from Billy Ray Cyrus.
Word.
And, to pick up your phone and he's on the phone, I'm like, oh, I can do this. And so he said that we could, record the country album on his farm. So I'm about to head.
It's not on the farm.
Yes.
I figured, I'm like, you in the studio, you got a little pig coming on in. It's like, girl, we trying to record the music. Get out of here, babe.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that because I was told by the label so much. Well, maybe I was actually told by the label, maybe we should just put out the music and not your face on it.
Shut up.
In this day and age, I was told that.
God.
Within the past 2 years, I was told.
The fact that people have the audacity to say things like that in 2019,
right
2020,
now.
Whatever it is the gall to do that. Well, this album, your face is all over it. This album cover is beautiful. Can we get some more? Are we gonna get some more love songs? Because no more love songs.
I'm gonna sing a love song. I mean, I just have to go on how I feel. I'm sorry, men just creep me out.
Same.
I'm trying so hard. But what would y'all do if, everywhere you go, a woman walk up to you and she's literally crying and she's telling you something that a man, did to her to hurt her? So I don't know how to look at it when every single day I hear stories of women that could have been great or had something and a man came in and took it from them, had them home crying, sick, sad. Men are supposed to uplift and help women be great. Yeah. But that's not what I hear. Those are not the kind of fans that I have. I have fans who have gone through things, who have been suicidal, who need love, and those are the type of fans I have, so I take it all in.
I love that. And also recently, this is one of my favorite things, you did an interview talking about like where R&B is today, and, like the singers today, and you had some very good words. I just want to, like, can you just expand more about that? Because, I mean, like, what are your thoughts on artists like SZA and Summer Walker and these kind of girls?
Oh, I love those girls. When
Yeah.
I was talking about it, I was saying that overall, I don't think that people pay attention to bodies of work. You know, I grew up wanting to hear the whole Mary J. Blige album.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear the whole Mariah album.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I grew up. Nowadays, it's just about a single and running it up on Spotify. It's not about they paid their money, they rent money to go buy these 12 songs from you and you just gonna put out anything and give them some album fillers.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. It's supposed to be a masterpiece. So I feel like a lot of the R&B albums are boring. They're like one big lullaby. Like, it's no soul. It's no feeling. You don't know these ladies. You just know they just singing some lyrics. They sound like songwriters.
Yeah.
They don't sound like artists. You know when like
They
Ari
sound,
Lennox.
that is a tweetable. They sound like songwriters. They don't sound like artists.
Yeah, Ari Lennox. When I hear her, I'm like, oh, that's an artist.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel that this girl means exactly what she's saying.
Shea butter.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
you make me want to use it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all I was saying. I'm not the like saying I'm the end all be all of music. I just know I love it.
Yeah.
And I know it is the business that pays me, so I mind it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, now it's game time, Miss K. Michelle.
Okay.
Now listen, we're gonna play a game called Karaoke Queen, okay?
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a word, and you have
Okay.
10 seconds to sing a song with that word in it.
Okay.
Yeah? All right, here we go. I got a little list. Here we go. First word, love.
And you don't know nothing about no damn love.
Um,
Cause you put my love on top, stuff like that.
I love
That's all the
Beyonce
I
Love on
know.
Top.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the only
ding.
love I know.
Work. Okay, night. What's this love song with night in it?
Night.
That Brian McKnight song. No, that's just his name. Never mind. Sorry, I was like Brian McKnight. Oh.
Midnight Train to Georgia.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Sweet.
I was stuck, huh?
Sweet.
Sweet Love, Anita Baker.
How's that go? Sweet love.
Oh, she You know, Anita Baker was really, I was kind of talking crazy, and Anita Baker rolled up on me.
Really? She seems like one of them girls. Like Anita Baker
She
will.
was rolling up to help me.
Yeah, I love that.
And I was like, well, you don't care about me. You don't know me. If you care, then come see me. And I was so drunk at the studio, and I picked up my phone. She said, this Anita. And she came in, she drank Bacardi.
Work, Anita
and
Baker.
she got me together.
Oh, I love Anita Baker.
She got me right on together.
She's one of the people who's an artist. You can listen to her album from beginning to end and just be in the vibe, be in the moment, all her business. Okay, work. Rihanna.
Rihanna, work. And see me on me.
Okay, you and I we gonna remix that.
Yeah.
Bills.
Can you pay my bills? Pay my bills. Yeah, we know that. I know that. I know a song with that in it.
Money.
Oh, Cardi, money. Yeah.
I want to say something. I'm gonna say. I was gonna be like, that's not a song, but it is. It's a song. Rain.
Oh, my song. Can you stand the rain? Can you make it rain?
Yes. I have to say your lyrics. Okay, don't close this video. Just press the next tab over and look up K. Michelle. So your lyrics, you be talking about some shit, girl.
See, but they don't know. People don't know.
Ooh, it was like bend me over and take it to the top. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I be
listen to
saying
that.
some stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I slide it in there.
You do.
I slide it in
It's
there
very
very
sneaky.
Clever.
Very, as Vandra say, very sneakily. You get it up in
Sneakily,
there. Yeah. Okay, the last word, heart.
Heart.
Who's that song?
Oh, I do got a song called Bury My Heart. You
Bury
know
My
Heart. Bury My Heart, so I won't hurt again.
Amen. Y'all, make some for K. Michelle. K. Michelle's album, All Monsters Are Human, drops on January 31st, so be sure to stream the fuck out of that shit, because I know I will be. Amen? Now, before we go, I'm giving out our tip of the week. Jesus and emptied out his pockets, girl. This week's tip goes to Katie Sowers, who will be the first openly queer person to be an official coach of the Super Bowl. I guess we finally have a reason to tune in other than a halftime show. Here's to you, Katie. Work, girl. That's all for this week. And don't forget to find me on and the other Drag Race Queens on Work the World Tour. Find us in a city or country near you, starting on February 4th in Perth, Australia.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's not that great. Tune in next time, and remember to always keep your currency in check. Peace!